Welcome to Sports Sushi. Your chefs for tonight are Sports Plug Russ, serving up the spiciest sports takes of the week. Sterling Furrow, rolling the X's and O's into an analytical maki platter. And finally, the moderator who always keeps the sake flowing, DJ Slow Boogie. Now grab those chopsticks and get ready, because your order of fresh...
What's good, everybody? You already know
Hump Day!
Another Wednesday, another episode of Sports Sushi. I'm not going to do that no more. I'm sorry, guys. We got a full cast.
Pause all that. a lot of zest.
When it came out, I said, you know what? That immediately regret. We got a full cast today, man. It's me, Sterling, my boy Russ. You know what I'm saying, man? What's good, everybody?
What's happening?
You know, it's good over here, dog. I can't lie. It's I work from home today. So you know how that goes. You know, today was one of them days where I was kicking, I was chilling.
No, we work very hard at home. You work hard at home.
No, I do most of the time. Yeah. But today I ain't really
whole day.
Do shit today.
He said it was an easy day. He said it's an easy day today. You know, something real smooth. You know, nothing too stressful. You know,
play some Madden.
Yeah, we all love those type of days.
I did none of that. I worked all day.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I was working at home too, but I worked all day.
Yeah.
I was out there listening and watching. I was on my computer. Work. Home.
Man. All day. All right, so we're going to get the show rundown real quick. You know, we got This Day in Sports coming up after our weekly rundown. Our weekly recap. And that follows our show rundown. Then we're going to go ahead and get into a little bit of Noah Lyles' mathematics here. His championship mathematics.
His brain.
Yeah, so he definitely misspoke. So then we're going to talk about
go ahead.
Yeah, we were talking about a little college football here. Top 3 of the SEC versus top 3 of the Big Ten.
Leaving out of conference. That's okay though. I had to talk my shit. Go ahead. Yeah, keep going. I just had to talk my shit. Keep going.
We're gonna touch a little bit on the Big 12. We got Russ, our Big 12 guys, and we're gonna touch a little bit on the Big 12 and the matchups that are coming up with Week 1. See, that Week 0 should be throwing me off, bro.
I hate the Week 0, but I also love it because we got football.
Yeah, it means it back. Week
0 was trash.
It's like a pretty girl.
Russ,
with an ugly name.
Yeah, it was trash. It was trash.
Bro, that Ohio game was straight until my quarterback blew it from my bet and blew his ACL out again. I hope he's doing better, but he fucked my bet over. Before that, that +3 was looking right, and I was like, yes. I was in there, and I don't know why you would try to avoid 2 defensive linemen coming at you by curling up. And anyways, they crushed him like a 12-ounce can, boy. But no, yeah.
But yes, look, man. So, we got some NCAA talk coming up, followed by, our bet stamp segment. Then
Week 0. Week 0 like a dime named Bernice. It's like a dime named Bernice. What's her name? Bernice? Look at it. Well, All right, go ahead. My bad.
Beatrice. Or Alberta.
Ooh, I like that one.
Alberta.
Sterling different. He said, I like that one.
Yeah.
He said, I like that one.
That's a thick bid. That's a thick one.
Oh, Lord.
All right, look, man. We got this. We got an either or bet stamp segment. Then we got an NFL segment with our Sterling Power Rankings. But before we get into any of that, kick us off, Chris, with that good old bet stamp sponsor.
Spend your money.
What's good, everybody? Today's podcast is brought to you by the good people at BetStamp, which is helping thousands of people win sports betting for free. That's right, you heard me. Free. F-R-E-E. Free. All right? The same way travelers use Google Flights and Expedia to find the best prices, bettors now can use the same through the BetStamp app. When you place a bet, the odds are given by a sports book will determine how much you can possibly win. Even though you're betting at the same outcome, different sports books will offer varying payouts, and the differences can be huge. We are talking thousands of dollars. But fortunately for you, the good people at BetStamp have your back, okay? So BetStamp allows you to easily line shop for the most profitable odds across all sports books. You can click on any matchup and instantly see the different odds that the game gives you, game lines, player props, and even future bets. Line shopping is the simplest way to find an edge in sports betting and maximize your chances of winning long term. On average, BetStamp users win an extra $1,000 and over yearly just by line shopping. You can't tell you that this is a fucking game changer. What's good?
What's that?
Oh damn! No, somebody breaking into Chris's shit. No.
Yeah. Anyway,
he is in Cali, so the purge it happened there first.
Hey, I hope all is well. That alarm went off. Chris got off this motherfucker like he was about to get the strap. Like he was like, "I'm gonna have some shit real quick, guys."
This nigga ain't coming back.
Get the fuck away from my Buick. I don't even know what he drives, but
we don't go through no transitions or anything like that. That's on Chris's end. So, you know, hey, man, we're going to keep the show how it's going to go. So, look, anyway, you know, speaking of crime.
How you going to just pass over that, Boogie?
Well, no, because it's a good segue. Because, you know, it's a good segue because I like when crime and sports come together.
Oh, you gonna beat me to it?
No, I'm not even. I'm not even really gonna talk about that. I'm just talking about like, my segue was, you know, hey man, you know, did you know that the Japanese mafia owned the Tampa Bay Lightning in?
Oh damn!
In 1992, but damn, you know, Chris got some Yakuza problems with his own and shit.
Man, hey Boogie, you know what I'm gonna say? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, why he not here?
Yeah, why he not here?
Hey, why he not here though?
That
you know how white folks be getting all fucking pissed. God damn it!
Son of a bitch! Oh, Chris,
that SOB took my wife.
Chris ain't saying no SOB shit. He said, that motherfucker. How you say
shit,
bro?
No.
So fucking fired up with Madden, dog.
Oh my
to me, is the best part of the whole experience.
He be crying too sometimes though.
Ooh, bro, Chris be so mad. That's why
I gotta hear.
That's all. Like you gotta play. You gotta play him, Russ.
Nah, I don't want.
Can you come over? If we gotta raise funds to get you a PS5 so you can play in our league. It's that important for you to play over here. Because you will laugh your ass off.
Yes, bro. It's always some shit. Dog. You gotta play Chris, dog. Chris,
if y'all want him to rage, I got someone that can play him.
I
got someone on the five. If y'all want him to rage, it'll make him rage. He's actually got under my skin.
Everything you do is Chiefs. Everything.
Yeah.
Everything's overpowered.
Oh man, I got something.
You're not running a real offense. All you're doing is crossing routes. This is bullshit.
Yo.
Every fucking time my guy does it, you know, the ball just goes right through my guy's hands.
Yeah, I just want my guys to do it. Like, nah.
Hey, I've been there. I've been there, man. It happens to the worst team best of us.
The crazy thing is that my boy and Chris, my boy, I've been playing Madden for 10 years, dog. Like, to me, it's the funniest moments is the games where he's playing the computer and the computer is just whooping his ass. And it's just fucking shameless. It's like, dog.
I'm up 2 touchdowns, 4 minutes left. I throw an interception. He runs it back for a touchdown, and then I fucking fumble on the kick return. Goddamn Madden.
Yeah, got their finger on the scale. That's his line.
I'm not gonna lie. I've heard me and my husband talking about some of our most funniest outbreaks in sports gambling. But yeah, I've heard some crazy shit when a nigga get loose to the computer. Especially in the league. I fucking hate the computer though. I'm probably one of them. I probably got some of the top 5 rants. This piece of fucking shit.
The beautiful part of it was,
what's really good.
It's about his own design. So what Chris does is that he gets the sliders and he juices them up and he
to make it worse on himself.
To make it worse on himself. So when it comes to Madden, Chris is like the ultimate masochist, dog. Like he just
likes the pain.
Yeah, he just punishes himself.
He likes the pain.
And then when he plays Dave, Oh, Dave is the ultimate antagonizer.
Oh, Dave is 100% like the biggest antagonizer, and Dave would like just what's the line he says, Sterling? Give me that chomp chomp.
Give me that chomp chomp. And then Chris is
no, you know what?
Dog.
Now we do have to. We gotta have a tournament because we can all play if we do a tournament. So we gotta have a tournament with Sushi and friends, bro.
Yeah, we definitely could do that because
we gotta have a tournament with Sushi and friends.
Yeah, because Dave in there with that chon shit, dog. That shit is funny.
That's funny as fuck.
You got it from fucking what was it? Blood In, Blood Out? I can't remember.
Oh no, yeah. No, our group was hilarious. Our group was hilarious.
But all right, man, let's go ahead. Let's kick it off.
Give me that chon chon.
Give me that chon chon. Every time an interception or a turnover, just give me that chon chon. Hey, look, there you go.
Hey, did you get him?
Chris, did you get him? did you ward off the car thieves?
That nigga sweating. Okay.
I'm just trying to make sure, man, you all right. Yeah, we sure.
Man! Oh my God!
We just roasted you like about Madden, and it's hilarious, bro.
They went in.
The thing is that I was.
Boogie's like, let's go back.
Yeah, let's go back to it.
Let's take another lap.
Yeah, you can go back to it. It's not gonna hurt none. No, we just talking about while we're talking about it. We might as well just go ahead and plug our fantasy football league that we got coming up. So Russ, you got the details on that, brother. Bang, bang, bang,
man,
bang, bang, bang.
I ain't got shit. No, I'm joking with you. I'm just fucking playing with you. So yes, we are doing a fantasy football. Nah, I'm fucking with you. I was just acting like Mitch McConnell. Hey, now y'all see that? Y'all see my boy Mitch McConnell? Yeah. Mitch McConnell did up. My man died for like 40 seconds. He was.
That boy hit.
I'm not gonna lie, my motherfucking ass was like, yeah, damn. I was like, damn it. Now, anyways, okay, my bad. But he didn't freeze, y'all. He's a turtle. Like they tried to tell you, he's a fucking Galapagos turtle. He was moving really, 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 really slow.
Dog.
And this is the second time he's done it too.
Because he's old as fuck. Anyways, yes. So Sports Sushi is doing. My bad if my camera keeps shaking. Sports Sushi is doing a fantasy football season, if you will. It's going to include some friends of the show, us three, of course. It's going to have Chris in it. It's going to have listeners Ghost. It's going to have listeners Chris, listeners Shotgun, a guy that listens and Boogie knows, but Sterling does not know. And Chase Dollars is going to join. He's the Grim Reaper of fucking fantasy football. Dude is really, really fucking good at fantasy football. He's going to join it. So we're going to be sending out links to everybody that's invited. Once you do get your link, please join. Of course, we already went over entry fees, $50. Winner's going to get first place, second place, and third place is going to get a prize. And I'm sorry. And the most important part about it, the draft is going to be live on the motherfucking show.
Next
Wednesday. So next Wednesday, the day before the kickoff of the actual real life NFL season, we will have a fantasy football draft broadcast, and we will have as many of the draft participants as we can inside of the show. Let me see. What else is there? Tick, 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 tick. Oh, yes. Another thing that we're going to have. Not really a Sports Sushi is going to be doing, but I'm going to be doing. So I'll go and plug that real quick. And everybody's welcome to join. I'm going to be doing something that's going to be called Big 30's Big Fucking Fantasy Football Showdown. So this is going to be a daily fantasy football that I'm going to produce weekly. It's going to have 20 slots that are available to it. It's going to be a $10 entry fee for anybody that wants to join. There's no type of need for anything but the link. First 20 people that get in are the first 20 people in it. Again, I will do a new one every week. And if anybody's interested, I will also start a daily fantasy with the full 18-week season if anybody's interested in that. But this is just going to be something for me to put out every week for those that love fantasy football to put their $10 in and try to win some money. Oh, and another thing, it's only $10 and I'm doing the first 7 places. Yes, the first 7 places are going to win money. So you have a really good chance of winning some bread. 7th place gets your $10 back, and up and up and up and up. And I believe first place gets you like $56 or something like that. But it's all broken down. Excuse me. That's Big 30's Big Fucking Fantasy Party. think I'm gonna call it that. Big 30's Big Fucking Fantasy Party, and it's gonna go down daily, weekly, daily fantasy, weekly. This coming season, watch for the link. Ask your friends, ask your mother, your brother, your auntie, your auntie's uncle, sister,
your mama, boyfriend.
Huh?
Your mama's
yeah, all
boyfriend.
them sisters, cousins, chicken ducks. You know what I'm saying? Ladies and gentlemen,
Twerkers. Yeah, man, Fresh had some good call outs. He did.
Big 30's Big Fucking Fantasy Party. So yeah, we're gonna do it like that.
All right, brother. So go ahead and take us into this day in sports, and let's get this show rolling, brother.
All right. Oh man, we didn't do. I have to.
What we do?
We didn't talk about Eric Gilbert. We gotta touch on Eric Gilbert. Y'all don't know about Eric Gilbert? The tight end from Nebraska?
You got arrested or something. That's what
Oh, yes. But for what? He robbed a vape at a liquor store. Come on, guys. This big-ass motherfucker. Yeah, Sterling. Yeah. Yeah, and if you watch the tape, if you go online and type in Nebraska TE robbery, Nebraska Eric Gilbert, he was arrested on felony burglary charges after an alleged robbing of a liquor store and a vape store. This former, I think, number one tight end recruit overall, had a stint in Georgia, then LSU, and was now at Nebraska, where he is probably no longer going to be at Nebraska because he got caught robbing a liquor store or a liquor store and a vape store. And they have him on TV where you see this big football player kicking and breaking things. Guys, do you want to know how much the value of everything he stole was worth? How much did he? Let's play. How much did you waste your career for?
$140.
No, he got more than that.
Less than $300, I'll say.
No, it's more than that. He's got a comma.
Oh, okay.
Oh, $2,000.
No, not that. No. Huh?
1,200.
A little bit higher, but he's close.
16.
15.
Oh, there we go, Sterling. $1,600 to ruin your football career. You could have got that in NIL money if you asked the vape and liquor store.
Yeah, to sponsor me.
He could have befriended a white girl and she would have gave him that in cash first night.
Sterling said that, not me. But you hear my point?
Am I wrong?
No, you are not wrong. And I will say this before I move on to this day in sports. Damn, Matt Rule. If anything else, Matt Rule, you got some art brows in you. You will let anybody play for your football team. All right, everybody. Let's get it popping. This day in sports. On this day in sports in the year 2004, future undisputed world light heavyweight boxing champion Andre Ward of the U.S. wins the light heavyweight gold medal at the Athens Olympics, beating another guy from Belarus. I cannot pronounce his name. Will not try. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Magomed Aripagajev of Belarus on points. And because none of y'all have the name in front of you or can't spell it, y'all have to say I did it right. Tell me that was a good job.
You did a good job. I'm looking at it right now.
You know, that's what anybody else would have said. But yeah, that's what we have on this day of sports. Look it up. Look up the story. Humble beginnings. Andre Ward. Or I guess, is it humble? Well, he didn't get paid that much. Anyways, go ahead. My bad, Boogie.
All right, so we got our next segment. Oh, shit. The next segment, we got Olympian athlete Noah Lyles recently took the podium and had some a very unique opinion about championships and how they should be celebrated in the U.S. and the difference between the NBA championship and the championship that they were competing for. So basically, in a nutshell, he just said that the NBA championship only matters in the States, and it doesn't have a bearing on the world, and it shouldn't be celebrated. That was the difference, I believe, is what he was trying to say. Niggas flamed him up, so that's
rightfully so. Rightfully so.
And that was the end result of what
I'm saying dumb shit on live TV. But yeah, you can Sterling, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean Drake called him out.
Yeah,
like Drake was on that. Like, why would you say that though?
Yeah,
like that's some stupid shit.
Oh, a friend of mine gave me a really good reason. I don't know if you saw my TikTok today, but a friend of mine told me, he said, "Man, sound like an NBA player fucked his girlfriend." And when he looked at her and said, "Why would you do that?" She said, "Why not? He's a world champion." Which would lead him to look at the thing and say, "World champion and what?" He ain't do. He ain't. You know what I'm saying? So shit.
How are you not a world champion if you win an NBA title?
I don't understand how someone could even fathom that when one, they have gold medals because the dream team. Mm-hmm. So maybe the guy that got his girl wasn't on the dream team. So maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That's
okay.
Smelling like Jordan. Nah, but smelling like Mr. Pooh. Nah, but nah, it's smelling like Jordan. But nah, I think it's about the same age. But nah, so but nah, like, no, I'm just saying, like, they already have gold medals, and I'm like, that's the easy part. But to me, it's like, where do the best players in the world compete for their gold medals? The Olympics. So it's really where you have to play against the best in the world. It doesn't matter where it takes place. You know what I'm saying? The World Cup is in a different place every 4 years. It's still the World Cup. And I guess he's trying to say because countries aren't competing. Yes. But what do countries really have to do with it? If you're the world champion, you're the champion of the world, which means you're the champion in every division of it. You're the champion of the world in that sport. So, like, to be the champion, so, like, yeah, like someone had the nerve to, I think it was Rashard McCants had the nerve to say his team would have had a chance. No, you wouldn't. In the words of Gilbert Arenas, fuck no. The reason why the world champions in USA sports is because we have all the best freaking teams. You know what I'm saying? We have all the best teams. We have all the best players, no matter where they come from.
Right.
And if you win a championship in any sport and you are playing in a place where other people come from over there to over here. Luka wasn't trying to play to 16 to stay over there and play for Real Madrid. He wanted to come over here. There's a reason why we play in Real Madrid in a preseason game and not a regular season game because they can't compete. There's a reason why, shout out Team USA, is undefeated. It's undefeated in the FIBA group stage right now. But there's also a reason why Luka is killing everybody in that stage right now because you have to have one place for the world to play. It just happens to be called the National Basketball Association or the National Football League or Major League Baseball.
Facts.
So, but no, like I see it the same way. The best from the world do compete in the NBA. So, you know, nobody's like looking at like Greece League. You know, the people that typically play overseas are the ones that don't really
make it over here.
Yeah, in the NBA. So, by that, reasoning, the NBA is the premier, league in, basketball.
Dumb as shit. But so, to me, go ahead.
I like Russ's theory, or your friend's theory that, NBA players knock his gal down, take his gal from him. I mean, now everything is starting to make sense. I'm just saying. It's starting to make sense because it was like, what was the rationale, the reasoning behind it?
Yeah, you ain't just gonna wake up one day and be like, man, fuck the NBA.
Yeah,
fuck the NBA and they championship. Yeah. What y'all champions of?
Maybe he can't hoop.
So now we got to go ahead. We got to examine who it is. Who won the championship last year, or the last 2 years?
All right,
now we get to the real
number
shit.
one is, but I'm not gonna speculate. I'm not gonna speculate into why I know a lot. I'm just gonna say. I'm just gonna. All right, if y'all wonder who I think it is, y'all rewind the tape. But I will say this though. To me, the thing that gets me is not necessarily you're allowed to say ignorant, dumb stuff. It's well within your right. Do what you do. You know what I'm saying, my guy. But my thing is like to everybody, Brandon Marshall, people out there that are trying to rationalize this, please stop. Like we live in an age where people are like, let me find the dumbest shit possible and try to rationalize it to show how smart I am. No. You sound fucking retarded. Like you sound stupid. It's like the flat earthers. If I could find a smart way to tell you that the earth is flat, that makes me smart. No, it makes you stupid.
You start to come through kind of choppy a little bit.
Am I still choppy?
Yeah, it's starting to be a little choppy.
It's not choppy. It's not choppy on my end.
Okay, so it must be me. No, I'm sorry.
Oh well, no, it's all great. We gotta check to make sure. But no, that's the thing that gets me because I'm like, stop trying to rationalize this bullshit. He stepped in some dog doo doo, tell him he stink and make him go wash his shoes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be done with it. But I hate the whole like if you really break down what he said, it's still fucking stupid. If you break it down, it's a bunch of little pieces of stupid. like it's then you just put it together to make one big stupid. It was a dumbass fucking thing to say, and it made zero sense. unless you don't like NBA players.
It's like he won. Like, shut up and just take your award and be good. Like, say what you got to say, and leave the NBA out of it, dog.
Like,
lost his dad, bro. That's what happened, bro.
Something like that, or some money.
He was a cuckold.
Oh, damn. See, Sterling, there you go.
I'm sorry. I think
I'm not. See, and then y'all gonna make
it. Case, y'all.
See, there we go.
There's a theory out there.
Yeah, I think
there's a theory that said it wasn't me that said it, but I'm saying it.
I think that's what it is, man. I think that.
No, someone had to piss his ass off because that was the dumbest shit that you can say.
It was just like when I heard it, I was like, bro, like, and he seemed like so. It was like a little bit because he did the laugh, that little.
Bro, I'm telling you,
after he say the shit, and when I hear that shit, I'm like, yeah, bro, you're not even sure about what you're saying.
Fast on his feet. That brain though.
Yeah, bro. He said that brain ticking slow.
He proved you can be fast and slow at the same time.
For real. Damn. He just can't hoop. He can't hoop.
Yeah.
You know what? I had a joke I had lined up and I was going cacao, but I have nothing. Nope, I'm good.
I was going
I'm
good.
good.
I was going to hit you with that Ricky. Nope.
Not gonna do it. Right, he's getting enough. Nah, he
he is. He is.
Like I'm gonna let the internet do what it does. I ain't gonna take no else. He taking it. He just read the comments.
All right, so let's go ahead and let's go over to the NCAA. We talking football now, baby.
Yeah. Football. Good drugs, yes. College football, baby. Can you feel it? Man, if I could inject this shit into my arm, I would. Boy, give it to me. Ooh. College football's in this motherfucker. Y'all, hey, I love me some college football, man. No homo, because I love college football. That's just the way I said that.
Is it really?
You gotta be careful
about that.
Man, now you gotta be careful nowadays, man. Cam and Mace might be listening. Hey, anything you say can and will be paused. But no, I can't wait. I love college football. I'm going to let Boogie go ahead and get the rundown, see what we're going to cover. But go college football, go. I'm so fucking excited, and I can't wait till this weekend when it all jumps off.
All right. So, like the boy just said, college football jumps off this weekend, and the preseason polls are out, or rankings, should I say. And out of the top 10, 3 out of each conference of the SEC and the Big Ten are ranked. So we open up our next discussion here. So we're looking at the top 3 of the SEC, the Georgia Bulldogs, the LSU Tigers, and the Alabama Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, Roll Tide, as they say down in Bama. And out of the Big Ten, we have Michigan coming in at number 2, Ohio State at number 3 right behind them, and Penn State, I think they're at number 7, if I'm not mistaken. So let's start talking about the big 3 out of each conference and how they measure up and which conference has the better 3 trio team or the trio of teams.
Oh, man.
It's the SEC, but
it's SEC. I mean, and it's not even
Is it?
Yes.
Bro.
Is it though?
Well, I mean, look,
Penn
Ohio State.
Oh, go ahead.
No, Ohio State played Alabama or Georgia really well last year, but they didn't win, right? Michigan got destroyed by Georgia 2 years ago.
And TCU
got their ass whooped. Well, TCU ain't in the SEC, but thank you. Reminded me of
what
that.
What conference are they from?
It doesn't matter. I don't even know.
What conference are they from?
I just know it wasn't Oklahoma who won.
We don't get no respect. We don't deserve no respect. Not in Oklahoma. I'm talking about the Big 12. But go ahead.
So this year, I think Michigan could beat LSU, and I think they could beat Alabama. I don't think they could beat Georgia.
Okay.
Ohio State could beat any one of them because they have that much firepower on offense. Right. But they got a new quarterback. Mm-hmm. And Penn State is designed to beat Ohio State, but they don't have the trenches to beat
Anybody else?
SEC teams.
Mhm.
So it's the SEC all the way.
So you think the
I-
SEC? So this is what how I feel about Bama. Like this year, I think Bama they're not going to be how they were last year. Like I don't think that they're in a rebuild phase, a quote unquote rebuild phase. How
Mhm.
Saban said that they were going to be in. I think this year they're going to be a lot more competitive. I think this year they'll probably be the Bama of not of old, but you'll start seeing that typical that familiar form of Bama.
Sure.
And
They
LSU,
got
I
to
think,
get bigger, yeah.
yeah, and I think LSU take a step forward, but I'm not even going to front because I don't watch Penn State games, so I don't even know what the
I
fuck
actually
they're doing.
do. For some reason,
Yeah.
they come. Anyways, I watch.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of college football, but yeah.
Yeah,
Every
I
time
don't
someone
watch
says
Penn
I don't
State games.
catch, every time someone says like I don't catch this team's games, I'm thinking I'm like, fuck,
Yeah,
I
I
watch
do.
a lot of fucking
Yeah.
college football because I
I
watch
like
them.
So when Penn State, if it's on and I catch it, I watch it, but it's not something that I'm seeking out to
Yeah.
I feel you.
to watch.
I think that's honestly why I
Um,
catch all because I'm honestly just looking to watch college football.
Yeah,
from
you
when
look
it
and watch
starts to when it
you look and
finishes.
watch a game, and
Pizza, wings, dips.
but with
I
like
can't
how
wait.
how Ohio State played Georgia, and I think that this year that Michigan is going to be a better team than than the other teams that Georgia that face Georgia. I really think, and this is how I truly feel, is that Georgia's going to lose. Like I said last week, I believe was it.
Mm-hmm.
I think Georgia's going to lose, but I think that I really think that a Big Ten team is going to win.
The
I think
whole
they're
thing.
I think they're going to win. Yeah, a Big Ten team is going to win.
Well,
And
I mean, just say Michigan.
I highly.
I'll say this because it depends. Okay, I have to say out of the three, it will be Michigan. That'll be the national champs. Out of the three,
I don't even believe it, and I'm a diehard.
Ain't no way, boy. Ain't no way.
This. I'm telling you,
Ain't no
this
way.
is my take. This is my hot take.
Oh no, you got it. You got it.
Let's walk down the street with this one.
All
The
right.
only way Michigan has a chance
Mm.
is if JJ McCarthy plays like a first round draft pick. That's the only way. Michigan doesn't have like the wide receivers, I think, to contend with like SEC teams because they're not going to be able to bully you like they do Big Ten teams in the trenches, right? It's got to be JJ McCarthy. He has to be the one to like take this team to the next level. And there's sometimes I think he can do it, but there's other times where I'm like, man, I don't know. Like the TCU game. You throw 2 pick sixes? 2. You're trying to throw an out route on a third down in crunch time? What are you doing? That's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like that's quarterbacking one-on-one. You cannot make those kind of mistakes. Now, the refs, whatever, but TCU was a faster team, and they said, you know what? I don't give a fuck. Like, you think you're gonna run the ball on us? Nah, we're gonna crash the A and B gaps every play. And so now they didn't have Blake Corum. I think Blake Corum would have helped. I think it would have been a different story if Blake Corum was in the game, but he wasn't. So JJ McCarthy's got to be the one that takes his team to the next level. Now, we've seen quarterbacks come out of nowhere. We've seen quarterbacks take that next step in their career. Because I'm a fan, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I got to see it. So until I see it, I have Michigan playing the national title game, but I don't have them winning it.
Who do y'all have winning each of these two conferences?
I think LSU wins the SEC. And I think Michigan is they're going to play a national title.
Yeah, I got LSU winning. I think LSU gets it. Because I'm really trying
to. It's okay. You
That
can ride with your
dog?
squad. It can ride.
Yeah.
You can ride with. I think a lot of people think LSU gets it because of was it Perkins and the fact that motherfucking monster. And the fact that this is going to be, this is Brian Kelly told them. And last year he came through and beat him by 1 point. This year he's looking to decimate the conference. And in the SEC, decimation means win it because it's going to be a bloodbath. But yeah, I think LSU wins the I think LSU wins the SEC, but I also think Michigan's gonna win the Big Ten. I just think that
Yeah.
I think Ohio State's gonna have that quarterback change. Until we see it, they're gonna have the best um, receivers, but they're gonna have the best receiver in Marvin Harrison Jr. But I do think that Michigan's just got the better overall team. Penn State, like I said, when y'all are talking, not for some reason, I watch a shit ton of college football. Penn State, they never come through when it comes to big games ever. Every time they have a big time opponent, they shit the bed. Love their coach, but for the most part, they shit their bed. Now, I would ask everybody, yeah, they do shit. No, I didn't say they're there. They shit their bed. I would say everybody watch out because this weekend, the third, I think it's Sunday.
Sunday.
LSU plays Florida State. Florida State might be pretty
They're
good
good.
this year, and Florida State might win the ACC. So LSU better watch out because I don't want to call it a trap game like Florida State's ass, but it for sure is a trap game because we're expecting LSU to be better than Bama and Georgia.
I got a question.
What's up?
Jalen Milroe. What are y'all's thoughts on him?
Fucking
Alabama
dog.
quarterback.
Dog. I don't give a fuck if he can't throw right now. He'll get that shit down.
He's an athlete. I'll give him that.
He's a monster.
He gonna have to look. Him and Joe Milton are probably
NFL Sterling. NFL Sterling coming in to scout these motherfuckers.
Look, him and Joe Milton, dog. Him and Joe Milton, they got so much athletic upside, big arms, but these niggas can't throw.
But I think
that's a problem.
It is for and like I say all the time, I joke, I say because you view it in the eyes, which you can't help it because that's what you do.
I know I can't.
So you view it in the eye, which is it's football. Like, so I'm not gonna sit here and tell you like I laughed and was like, here he comes, because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you you're wrong. But that's not what I mean. You're right because it's important. Like, I don't want to come on this show and be that motherfucker that says like you don't need to be able to throw to play quarterback. So I don't. But Tim Tebow is regarded as the best college football quarterback ever. So like in college football, it's about winning, and those lanes are more open. So the throws that you would want them to make, they don't have to. Now, I do feel you, and the reason why I think a lot of people think Bama is going to lose is because when they play teams that have good secondaries, the game against Texas. Watch it.
They should have beat Bama.
Watch it, because that game against Texas, we're going to find out if he can throw, because Texas is going to force him to make some accurate throws. It's not going to be on some NFL type shit, but they're going to force him to say, look, your guys aren't just going to burn our guys. You're not just going to be 100% better. So that'll be a good parameter. But college football, there's one thing I'll tell everybody. If you don't watch it, one thing that's very exciting about it, one good player, like in basketball, can change the whole dynamic. Unlike in the NFL, where you can have one good player, but you need everybody else to do their job. In college football, one good player can say, fuck it, and just make it happen. Like Vince Young versus USC in the championship, where he just tucked it and said, I'm gone. When he did it against Oklahoma State. What is it? When Caleb went out there and was like, man, fuck it, bench this redhead motherfucker, and went out there and came back against Texas just because he was that fucking dope. We saw it last week, and when a ball goes over his head, he launches 76 yards down the field. So college football is a place where one really special player can do a lot of crazy things. So, oh yeah. I mean, he was, you know what I'm saying? But I think you remember the joke I had for him whenever he was. But you can't trust him, albino nigga. But what you call it? But I think Jaden Milroe is going to be fine in what they're trying to do. And if he's not, Nick Saban's going to pull him, because Nick Saban knows that he's going to have a running back there that can do some work. So, but Milroe's ability to open up a game in one play, as we saw last year. I forget who that was against. Damn, I forget who that was against.
I want to say it was Tennessee, maybe.
I think it was Tennessee. Like, I forget though, when he came in for like a play or two, and like it was electric. Like you could tell, like, whoa, like this kid, like you said, he's a straight athlete. So in college, that has a little bit of a different effect. Boogie, I'll abide by your rules. We'll talk more Big 12 next week. But yeah, I think LSU does win.
we can talk a little bit about the Big 12 when we go over to our next segment, which we're going to go and move over to right now. The week one is really officially week one.
We're done with week Bernice.
Yeah, week 0. The ugly
week Bernice.
Yeah, that shit always throws me off, dog. It's just week 0. It's like, why, bro? It's just call it like preseason or some shit like that. But But yeah, so let's move over to week 1. Week 1 is upon us, the official week 1 of college football, and we have a couple of games headed our way. Was waiting on Russ. We was going to talk about the Big 12 and a couple of games that they have that's coming up week 1. But let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit more about LSU and Florida State. That game coming up until Russ comes back. So Sterling. So let's talk about. God damn it! Fucking phone died. Anyway, so let's talk about Florida State and LSU, man. So what are you expecting to happen in this
game? Florida State they have Jordan Travis at quarterback.
I kicked out my plug.
They got a really good wide receiver, and they got a defensive end that's just bonkers over there at Florida State. I want to see
Jared
Florida
Burst.
State. Yeah, we talked about him. We thought he was going to come out, but he didn't.
Yeah.
He stayed in.
He didn't. Culture changer though. I don't know. My bad to interrupt, Sterling, but I don't know if you saw the video where they started training, or I forget fall. Was it fall camp? I forget what they call it. Training camp for college. Fall camp or whatever it is. Training camp for college. Where they started football, and you could tell he's injected his whole being into the team because he's running out. Talking about, we hitting today. We got pads on today. He bumping offensive linemen, and one offensive lineman, it seeps in because one offensive lineman was like, "I'm gonna fuck you up today." Like you want to come? We going? And I was like, iron sharpens iron. And when a guy like that comes and mixes, that's what I said. LSU, you better put your hard hat on and come to work, which I believe they will because Brian Kelly don't play that weak shit. So but it's gonna be very interesting to see Florida State, how they navigate, because you do know that not you, but we do know that that Clemson is kind of they're on a down. They're going downward. They got the kid from Austin, I believe, that's going to be playing at quarterback this year. But that ACC is going to be pretty good. I'll swing this one to you guys after I just bring it up.
Oh, you didn't touch on John Emery not playing for LSU? That's gonna be tough for them.
What happened?
He's I don't know what he injured, but I'm speculating that it's an injury, but Brian Kelly's not really saying what happened to him or why he's not playing. But he's not going to be playing on Saturday, so I believe Noah Cain's is gonna sub in for him. But not having Emery back there, that's a big loss. That's a big loss.
I think it is. But
then you got Florida State, who never. It's like they never live up to expectations, man.
I think for a while they didn't, but I think that's because college football goes in cycles, and I think when you're on the back end of a cycle, Tennessee, for instance, they're back. You know what I'm saying? And people can say, what does back mean? And I mean, they're going to have a good bowl this year, and they're going to perform for their fans. But for the longest, Tennessee was on the downside. So I think when it's just on the downside of your program, you got to deal with that. And I think Florida was there. But the way that the ACC is looking like it's shifting, and the way that they got this Verse kid, I think they're going to be pretty good. And losing a running back, and
He gone.
Okay, damn.
I think what he's gonna say is losing running back isn't that big a deal.
Yeah, man. And if you're looking at the video, man, he even froze in such a funny way, dog. It's so crazy.
I know, right?
All right, man.
Oh,
yeah. I'm just sitting there, it's like, dog, you put a little. Nah, never mind. I'm not gonna say the shit, dog. All right, hold on. Well. So Russ got kicked out. So we'll see. I can tell you exactly what's happening, man. It's probably this goddamn heat shit that they got going on. You can't have a bunch of lights on and shit after a certain thing.
I lost connection.
Yeah, what's going on? Texas has this big energy conservation thing going on. They doing these involuntary rolling blackouts and shit. So
No, I don't know. It just popped off, but anyways, I wanted to throw this one to you guys because I think another really good one that's gonna come on actually tomorrow is gonna be Florida versus Utah.
Yeah.
Because Utah, I know a lot of hype. I'm gonna be honest, a lot of hype is around USC in the Pac-12 and that they're supposed to win. But I'm here to tell you, Utah or Oregon is gonna win that conference. Right now, I'm leaning towards Oregon because I think Utah won it last year, if I'm correct, right?
No,
And I don't think
Florida won it last year.
No. I'm talking about the Pac-12.
Oh,
The Pac-12.
okay.
But Florida won the game because Anthony had that play that had me on here like Sterling, and we gonna find out. We gonna find out if he ready or not. Cause shit, I said he's gonna be a high draft, but you said he's not ready, and they gonna play him. So we gonna find out. But he does look amazing in some of the things he's doing in preseason. He does look like Black Josh Allen. I can't lie, shit's crazy. Did you know that Trey Lance and Josh Allen have the same agent? Just want to throw that tidbit out there.
No, I did not know that.
Oh, they do?
But we're probably gonna get into the trade a little bit later. But yeah, I just want to throw the Florida, Utah because Utah normally it's a Florida. Normally you'd be like, "Are you doing this because of Florida?" And it's like, "No, I'm doing this because Utah because I think this is gonna set up Utah ultimately on their way to trying to get a Pac-12 title. I don't think USC is gonna win it because they look so much like a team I root for when we had Lincoln Riley as a coach, and they're a bunch of females. You want to know why, guys?
Why is that?
Because they ain't got no D. But yeah. So I mean, if there's, I could go through every game, but we don't have to. Because as I pop some of them up on my screen, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's really the one. I don't see any others. Yeah, any others that.
Like I'm looking at the
specials.
I'm looking at the Big 12 now. Like the games for the Big 12, and it seems like, I'm looking at it, Big 12 teams, except for like Colorado.
Oh, that's the one. But I'm gonna get into that later. But TCU, Colorado, that's my upset special. Yeah. But we're gonna get into the bet stamps in a little bit. But yeah,
okay. No, they have them. Oh my God, yeah.
Anyway, but we gonna get into that. So
we'll get into that later. But
yeah, we're gonna get into that in the best. But yeah, it's
Penn State. I don't think.
See, okay, look. The logo of West Virginia and everything makes you want to think that they might get it done, but Penn State might come out here and roll these dudes.
Yeah,
like Penn State plays bad against good teams. Against bad teams, they get it done.
I'm looking at it now.
I try.
Yeah.
But,
so I'm looking at it.
I gotta act like an adult all day, so every once in a while I gotta give it a ding ding.
But no, I'm looking at it.
That's but oh my bad. You're looking at what?
So I'm just looking at the Big 12. What's call it? And the only thing I can think of is I just can't wait for next season.
Who you got? Neither can I. But since we're talking about that, who do y'all each have coming out of? Let's start because I said Oregon. Okay. Who do y'all have coming out the Pac-12? We got to do every conference as Power 5 just because.
So you're going with Oregon?
I'm going Oregon this year. Yeah.
All right, I'll take USC just because. But I think Oregon has the most balanced team in the conference.
Damn. So
I like Utah too, but I don't think Utah can get it back to back.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go, and I'm just gonna say
it's Washington.
Yeah.
Whoa, that's good. My guy Penix. My guy
Washington.
IU threw for 5,000 yards last year, and Washington got a balanced team. You go to purple and gold. No late show.
I said Washington, the Huskies.
Washington. We got to write these down. We got to just so we can keep track. But
Chris,
I'll remember. But
are you keeping tally of this?
No, Chris, Russ.
Yes.
Russ. You gotta go USC.
Yeah.
No, I love Caleb, but no, I hate USC.
You be loving them.
Oh, Russ ran incoming, Chris. If you got some graphics that'll blink, I hate USC. I fucking hate the Trojans.
You love Lincoln.
I don't love Lincoln Riley. He left us.
I thought you was a supporter, bro.
Yeah. He's not. He's not. He left us.
You
Do
offended
you
him,
like?
dog.
You should root for USC. I hope USC loses every game.
Listen,
Caleb is just better than everybody else.
You be
That's
talking about
undeniable fact.
you be pounding the table for Caleb all the time. You can't
Yes.
just say you like Caleb and not like
No. Can we go back to my analogy? Caleb was mine. I don't want to go to Instagram and see my old work, having a blast with her new work. Caleb, no, I love Caleb, but I hate to see him in that red. He need to be in my red, but he's not. So I got to deal with it. So every once in a while I catch it and I grunt and go, that's my quarterback. But he's not. And Lincoln left us in the dead of night, like the Baltimore Colts did to go be the Indianapolis Colts on the Mayflower. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nah, man, fuck USC. Are you serious?
Boogie, do you agree that he probably should have to? He has ties to USC.
And Boogie,
peep this. Another reason why I hate these motherfuckers. Can you peep the year 2004, 55 to like fucking 6 or 12, whatever the fuck it was? Fuck them. Fuck them. And then y'all want to lose to Texas. Fuck them. Like USC is out here only to piss me off. But you know it doesn't piss me off when they play Oregon and when they play Utah, because they get that ass pop. And really the reason why I can't sit here, Washington may beat them, but the reason why I can't sit here and in all seriousness and say that I'm gonna rock with USC is because I've watched this team. This team is the exact team we had in Norman. Different names, same shit. And the defense is doing the same shit. They're gonna lose because their defense is going to let them down. Caleb is going to do everything he can. If he could Kyler Murray it, like that year that Oklahoma won with Kyler Murray, but we couldn't stop a nosebleed, and we ended up playing against Alabama and getting trounced, but the whole goal was to get to the playoff. So, like, that was the goal. So, like, we knew we wasn't going to beat Alabama. You know what I'm saying? So, like, that's their goal, and they may pull it off, but I don't think that they're going to have the ability to beat teams like – I don't think people really – like, if you look at Utah and yep, facts. They did. And you know, I'm not even mad. I was rooting for UT in that game, and this is how much I dislike USC. I don't even like Texas. I'm an Oklahoma fan, but I'm more mad at USC. Like, y'all gonna lose to them, but y'all can't lose to us. It's y'all fault. Y'all gonna lose to them. Y'all gonna lose to them. But that's cool. You know what I'm saying? What happens. But yeah, I don't trust that defense. I've seen it before, y'all. I've seen it. Like, I watched it for seasons. Chris, who just sit here and said, UT beat him, he can tell you. Russ sat there and watched 4 seasons as that team gave up yard after yard after yard. And there is not a team, let me put it this way. The top teams, when we had a shitty defense, weren't good enough to beat us. Texas just wasn't good enough to beat us 2 games in a row. They got the game at the fair where they won, where Kyler tried to be amazing, but they couldn't beat us twice, and we knew they couldn't beat us twice. They just weren't good enough. The other teams in the Big 12 at that time were not good enough. Oregon and Utah are good enough. Utah showed it last year. We don't bend you over, bro. You don't play no defense. We'll run it down your throat. Have you screaming guard in the 4th quarter. So, like, yeah, I don't trust USC. I can't sit here and pick them. I would honestly have all 3 of those teams above USC, but USC is going to put up numbers, and that receiver number 1, I forget his name, is going to be a stud. But yeah, I can't pick them to win, but I do know that Caleb's going to be the number 1 draft pick. Caleb is going to look better than all these other quarterbacks that are going to be playing this year, but they are going to lose, but it's going to be none of his fault. That defense is going to be Swiss cheese. What did Bart Scott say? They can't stop a nosebleed. They can't. No, that
defense is rough.
They one ply. Boy.
Wow.
Yeah, that shit going through. There we go. Hey, we hitting them on the day, baby. Oh shit. But yeah, Texas. I will say, as we're just doing college football outlook before we get to the next and last final things that Sterling does his thing. Let's just say one team that nobody. If you're a Georgia fan, if you're a Michigan fan, if you're a Texas fan, if you're an Oklahoma fan, if you're an Oklahoma State fan, a Florida fan, if you're a fan of any team, because nobody's a fan of this team because they suck. Everybody hold Texas A&M accountable. Please. I am tired of us acting like Texas. Oh, yes, you thought we was going to start college football and I wasn't going to hate on these fucking bums? Oh, yes. Oh, no. Yes. If there's one college football team that sucks, it's Texas A&M.
Talk about how they
Trash.
fumbled it. Talk about how they had
Trash.
a lead on everybody and how they fumbled it, Russ.
Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this worst ever thing ever. Go look at recruiting the past like 4 years. Go look at it. Jimbo Fisher is a fraud.
Dude.
He is a fraud, and Jameis Winston is nice. No, he is, bro. He's had the best recruiting class, or at least top 3 recruiting class. Someone out there correct me if I'm wrong. Top 3 recruiting class the last like 5 years. He's getting dudes from New Jersey,
a lot
Florida,
of them leaving too.
Cali, because it's trash out there. Because it's a cult. Number one, if you ever been to Bryan College Station, you know.
Yeah. Ain't
Boo.
Shit bro.
It's gross.
But
like
the prison. But
the prison. But even when you go out there, everybody that goes out there that's from other parts of Texas goes, man, yo, I love that. That's what I'm going to start saying too, Chris. We got to free up Jimbo Future for other options. That means fire that man. We got to free up his future, man. But really, everybody that goes out there has got a culty vibe, and I'm not going to score on them too much just on that tip. I'm just going to say your football team is ass. Y'all underachieve, and every year we act like y'all aren't in the same state of Texas. And as an Oklahoma fan, everybody, and this is outside looking in, and it's going to be like, damn, this is for Texas. I'm going to say this, Texas gets shit on all fucking day because they don't win football games. The guys below them recruit better. They have a quote-unquote better coach. They have all this shit, and they are fucking trash. Let me just highlight a couple of things. And they try to block teams like Oklahoma and Texas from coming to the SEC because they don't want that smoke. So 7-0, motherfucker. And this is coming back.
And this is what Russ basically is trying to say is that Texas A&M sat in the SEC for how many years? And their biggest draw was that if you want to play SEC ball and you don't want to leave the state of Texas, come here. And it was their biggest hook that they had, and the biggest thing they had working for them, and it
makes no sense. If you look at the guys that they recruited, and you're looking at the team, they're cold. Like Sterling said, they're transferring out and starring in other places.
Mm-hmm.
Like Texas A&M is the biggest disappointment in college football in the last 10 years. Period. Y'all ain't been in no nice bowls. Y'all ain't been in no playoffs. Y'all ain't done shit but wear the SEC shit on y'all's chest and claim that you were the big boys played. That's it. And we're going to show y'all how it's done when we come in 24. When I say we, I mean both Texas and Oklahoma.
That is
this is ridiculous.
Gonna be fucking nuts, dog. That is going to be so crazy. And you're going to see A&M get smacked around.
If you look at and I would don't be sorry to them. They had 10 years. If you and they try to block every which way that we tried to get in there. But if you go look at it, almost had Oklahoma in the Big Ten. That's how much they tried to block it. But if you look at the recruiting that's happened since Texas and Oklahoma have made their switch. One, it's made the Big 12 look at them two like, y'all leaving. Fuck y'all. Our only mission is to make sure that Texas or Oklahoma does not have a Big 12 title. Because if Texas wins on the way out, Texas gets the last Big 12 title. If Oklahoma wins, they're going to be the best Big 12 conference team ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the conference itself is like, we can't let them win. But if anybody, Jimbo is robbing the state. But if anybody remembers, which is dates you a little bit, if anybody remembers college football in the early 2000s, when it was Texas versus Oklahoma, and that winner normally went to the national championship, the winner of that game is going to go to the playoff. Like I know it's like who's gonna win? You know what side I'm on. You know what side some of the other people are on. The winner of that game is gonna go to the playoff. Because if you look at recruiting, Texas and Oklahoma have been recruiting animals, dogs. Like these kids that want to play SEC ball have been sitting here saying, yo, the only reason I wasn't going to Texas is because they weren't SEC. The only reason I wasn't going to Oklahoma is because they weren't SEC. DeMarco Murray is recruiting running back after running back after running back. And these defensive linemen that Texas is getting, offensive linemen that Texas is getting. Same with Oklahoma, defensive and offensive, the trench warfare. Like, it's going to be on like Donkey Kong. And I think that there's going to be a lot to be said in the playoff, because I think the perfect playoff setup is going to be a Texas and Oklahoma versus a Georgia, LSU, or Bama in a playoff setting where you have to look and see the next couple of years is going to be crazy. And plus, I believe, when is the 12 team start? Next year or the year after?
I think next year.
Next year.
24?
So
Yeah, it's
it's
24.
next.
So,
It's
yeah,
next year. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
when
this
the
is
move happens.
also this is the last year of the Big 12 as we know it.
Yep.
The last year of the Pac-12 as we know it.
Yep.
The last year of a 4-team playoff, and yeah. So
This
is the last year of the last generation of college. College football is going to change forever after this. So all the BCS shit, our generation, the playoff, it's dead. Like everything ends this year. Like college football is going to get a reboot after this in terms of like playing the game. It's going to get a reboot, man. Like it's crazy. And so this is going to be. I think this is going to be. Okay, what I'm about to say is people going to say we're worse. Every season is the best season ever, but this is going to be the best college football season ever. My bad.
Move along.
This is going to be the best college football season ever. There you
go. All right. So let's go ahead and get on to the bet stamp segment real quick. So Chris, go ahead and fire that good stuff up, my brother. All right.
Who's y'all's bet this week? How did we do?
Fucking you, Tip.
I screwed us.
Nah.
I think I lost too.
No, you won. Ohio won. We all lost. Fuck.
No, Ohio lost. I told y'all, Ohio lost by 6. The quarterback tore his fucking ACL in like the second quarter.
Oh, damn,
but they were playing great. Yes, I was at home watching Ohio versus San Diego State. Do not judge me. I like college football, and I'm addicted to it. But I was watching it. The quarterback gets hurt, and I was like, this is fucking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But that's why I like betting. But yeah. Ohio, they let me down, but you know what I'm saying. I'm coming back this week. We're gonna be strong.
You guys definitely lived up to the week 0 number.
Fuck you, Chris. Fuck
with
you.
With an 0-3 record.
Even though I like him popping in and talking shit to us like we all ain't shit, but you know, and he don't give us no praise when we win. If y'all notice that America, he gives us no. When we win, he comes in here like. Fuck you guys, y'all won next.
I do appreciate that about Chris, though. I do appreciate that.
You're now a pedestrian 27-20. Pretty much you could have an animal walk in one direction or another and make the picks and come up probably about the same record. But football is not.
Oh, you are a piece of shit. I get it. Yeah. Oh, yes. We got to get his ass. Oh, this just made this a lot better because we got to get his ass, guys.
Yeah.
If you're going to come in every week as the eye in the sky talking this shit, I got to win. So I can talk my shit back.
Boogie go UFC on him.
Boogie go UFC. Why are we treating this like a fucking video game? Boogie, go UFC. Use your powers.
Seeing how nobody won, you get to decide amongst yourselves who's picking first this week.
Okay, let's go.
I got mine. If you want me to go first, if y'all want to pick, I got mine locked and loaded.
All right,
I'm ready. All right, guys. You know me. I like to get to the gusto real quick. Chris, fuck you, my guy. We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna go college football jump off week. Give me Colorado to cover the 21 versus TCU. Look, I'm saying cover because a dub, they just got to lose by less. Now, here's my reason before I let Sterling and Boogie give theirs. My reasoning for y'all out there, the reason why I'm picking them. 1, prime time. Get the fuck out of here. You thought I wasn't going to pick prime? Number 2, prime time. Get the fuck out of here. You thought I wasn't going to get picked prime? Number 3, it's not prime. It's the fact that prime came in there and said, yo, I'm bringing Louis with me. They transferred everybody out and transferred a lot of guys in. TCU lost their starting quarterback, and the guy that's coming in to play starter got his ass knocked out in week 1 last year. So you know what I'm saying? Like, the team you're playing, you don't really know them. You just see them on paper. And all the film you have, you don't have of them together.
Right.
It's a bunch of individuals. They have a top 5 corner projected, top 5 corner, top 3 corner in the country, and Mr. Hunter. We got Deion's son coming in there to play quarterback for him. So, you know, I'm saying that Deion is going to come in there. They're going to have a showing. Now, some people think that Deion and them are going to win. I don't know, but I got them covering the plus 21.5. Give me that. Lock it in. Let's go, Buffaloes.
It sounds to me like you made a pretty good case for taking the plus 799.
See, I don't like how you come in here and you talk shit and then you tell me to switch it.
I'm just saying, if you really wanted to get out on the limb and get on the Sanders wagon, calling a week 1 win at a plus 799 before Vegas figures out what they are, That would be legendary.
I'm gonna stick with the plus 21, win, lose, or draw. I'm gonna tell people like this. In dominoes, we have a saying: "It's go with your first mind. Don't switch it up when it's time to slam the thing down. Do what you was gonna do." So give me that Colorado plus 21, and we're gonna make it happen. Prime time.
All right, who's next?
Sterling.
Oh, give me Michigan. And I'm gonna be a homer on this one, but give me Michigan. They're gonna beat the shit out of Eastern Carolina.
Yeah, let's get some dubs.
Blake Corum's back. You know,
Healthy.
and healthy. Look, they're gonna get them boys. They're gonna get them
Blake
boys.
Corum's a bad boy.
Yeah, he's good. Hey, we got the best offensive line in the country. Like Eastern Carolina might have some speed, but these boys about to get mowed over. So I don't know about 37 and 37 and a half, something like that.
I don't know if they got the best offensive line in the country.
37 and a half.
How do you what? Russ.
Don't do it.
2-time Joe Moore Award winners, and they bringing everybody back. How do they not have the best offensive line in the country? They got 7 guys. They're 7 deep on the offensive line that are going to get drafted this year.
Boogie?
All right.
I'm going to shut up. We got to go. I'm going to shut up, but that was a good one.
Go to
UFC. I know at 7.
I'll go to UFC. I'm going.
Oh, yeah, Boogie. Hit him with that. Hit him with the hoorah. We trying to go 3-0.
All right, let's see. It should be the second.
Saturday the 2nd. Yep.
All right, let's see who we got some upsets looking like. Go all the way down. Hold on, stop. Rose is Eunice is an underdog. You know what? I know whatever the French lady, and she's fighting. She's got a pretty good record. You know what? Give me Rose for the upset. Give me
Rose Namajunas?
Namajunas, yeah, for the upset.
While we looking at fighting and Chris is doing this, did y'all see what that dude Dennis, what's his name, Dylan Dennis did to Paul? Yeah. 75, bro. Damn. She done hit more motherfuckers than Mike Tyson. That shit crazy.
Hold on, right.
Oh, you didn't see? What is his name? Dylan Dennis? Is that his name?
Yeah, Dylan Dennis, yeah.
He posted old buddy's fiance's body count. That's just crazy. She chasing Wilton, this motherfucker. Wow. Like Kobe's 80. They're at like 80. We were at 75, but that was at like 3:00. So it's been about 6 hours, so she's probably past Wilton. That dude she got a picture of everybody. Everybody. But yeah, man. So he's putting, but it's a fight. That's why I said it's a fight. This weekend. In their fight this weekekend.
Who? I don't know.
I don't follow the Paul's fights.
I forget which Paul it is, but he had a birthday cake made where the dude had a man had his top half, but he had a coochie and some tight shorts, and so his retaliation was, "I'm gonna post every dude that your girl is fucked, and you about to marry her." Wow. And he was at like 75. Damn. Yeah, he was getting up there, bro. He was getting up there, man. They got videos of her saying some wild shit online too. Damn, bro. Damn,
homie.
BetStamp.app if you want to bet on it. Sushi promo code. Season's right around the corner. Getting your last chance to load up with those bonuses and kickbacks for daily fantasy football, line shopping, all the good stuff. BetStamp.app/sushi.
And I was sorry, Chris, interrupt, but I was gonna say yes. He said daily fantasy, and regular fantasy. So yes, you can use it for your daily fantasy when you join the Big 30 Big fucking football fantasy party. You can use this to get the best lines possible. And Chris didn't tell me to do, but y'all know I'm gonna do it. You know I'm gonna do it. If you got a problem gambling, if you got a problem with your people gambling, or if you got a problem at all with taking money, giving it to somebody in hopes to winning more money for an outcome of a sporting event, card game, domino game of any type, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Get some help. You shouldn't be gambling the last amount of money that you have on any sport. You shouldn't be gambling over food, water, electricity bills. Please, people, if you need help, go get help. That's 1-800-GAMBLER. And if you don't need help, spin that cheese, baby.
Yeah, Logan Paul need to whoop that dude's ass for that shit. I'm sorry. But
bro, 75? 75?
Wow. All right, now. Let's get into it, man. One of my favorite
My bad. I mean, golly,
That's a lot, man.
boys,
That's a
Lord
high
Jesus,
downfall.
that's
But
a
look,
hot yes, but she
yeah.
getting buckets.
Boy, you got to make
What
it
it
either or.
what
You
did
got
Ray
to make it
Sherman
either
say?
or
I'm
decision,
balling,
Logan Paul. That's for goddamn show. So,
bro.
Russ, what we got? Let's
I
get
mean,
into
Luda told him you can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes don't act
Facts.
right.
Boy, look.
Someone's on a. What they say? That hoes on a mission. Someone's
Damn,
on.
I'm
What is
trying to
this?
remember. Now I got to remember the lyrics. Goddamn, let me get
Damn.
this fool. Fuck. Damn,
There's
hoes
hoes on a
on
mission and
a
there's hoes on a crack
on that.
pipe. Yeah,
Oh,
you can't turn
that's
it.
it.
Yeah, that's it. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. Hoes on that right. There's hoes on a mission and there's hoes on a crack pipe.
Yeah.
Hey, hoe, how you doing?
Good,
Where you
where you
been?
been?
Probably doing hoe stuff because there you hoe again.
Yeah,
You the hoe. Like,
yeah, y'all tell me y'all youngsters, okay?
and you remember the nigga in the background? Oh my bad. You remember the nigga in the background?
Oh,
Popiage! That nigga Popiage!
oh, yeah.
Luda, we gotta go into that. Luda gotta be top 10 all time.
Definitely
But yeah.
top 10. See, you kids, y'all don't know shit about Lou. Y'all think that nigga just an actor. And
He got bars.
Fast and Furious.
Before Fast and Furious, he was furious with these raps. God damn.
Pussy popping, like, come on, bro. Like, he started the uncut age. I'm sorry.
Man, he started the funny, crazy videos. Remember, I'm pulling up on the club. Chain so big, I feel like there's a midget on my necklace. and he got an actual midget on his necklace dancing like a motherfucker. Luda was the shit though. For real though.
And shout out to Luda.
My bad. Okay, what we got?
All right, we got either one, man. So let's go ahead and get the dance out the way.
Oh shit, we gotta go ahead and do it. Hey, do the dance, Sterling. Do the dance.
Hey.
Oh, Sterling said that in racial undertones, nigga. I don't like it when you said All right, so today we got the either or. Today's either or in light of Justin Jefferson getting ready to get his massive contract. I chose to choose two guys that all of us love. They are more modern than some of the guys that I've chosen. I like to keep it modern for some of our guys watching. Now, remember the rules, guys. You don't have another team. You don't have your quarterback. You don't have anything else, but you have these two players. We do not care about longevity. Now, you are allowed to care about awards and things of that nature, but please don't take longevity into it because sometimes you've got to project. My bad. You got to project what you think these guys are going to be. So, either or. Would you either have Jalen Waddle or Deebo Samuel? Ooh. Take a deep breath. Those in the comments, take a deep breath. Breathe in, breathe out, then type.
I'm gonna go Jalen Waddle.
Speed demon.
Yeah, you can.
While we wait for Boogie to think about it, and while Sterling gets ready to describe it, I want y'all to hit the like, subscribe, hit the bell, so you already know. Grow the show, because the more we grow for y'all, and the better it's gonna get. Come on.
I mean, you can't teach speed, but not only does he have speed, he has control, and he's an excellent route runner.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. I feel like Deebo does more after the catch. Like he's extremely versatile, but I want my receiver to play receiver. So I got to go Jalen Waddle.
I think, and I'll go. Okay, PSN.
That's Rodney.
Oh, Rodney. What's SYFAU?
Shut your fat ass up.
Okay. All right. I knew it was. We have another one that's. I was like, nah. In CPG, there's SYBAU. And that's such your bitch ass. And so when a nigga hit you with the Sabu, you're like, what the? So he's with the Sabu. Yeah, I pronounce those. But okay, so Waddle's a good one. I am actually gonna go Deebo. The reason why I'm gonna go Deebo, the Super Gremlin, is because yes, you can't teach speed, but you also cannot teach dog. And Deebo got that dog. You cannot teach a man to be able to just play football. Just give me the ball. There's a special quality. I'm a slight tangent, really quick. There's a quality in a football player that's non-core, even quarterback, any football player that I find to be the most important, and that is, are you a give me the ball and let me go guy? Waddle is to an extent, but Deebo is that personified. Like, I'll play quarterback, which you try to. It doesn't matter what you do. Give me the ball. I'm going to make something happen. The quarterback can't throw. I'll be a running back. The quarterback can't throw, and I'll play special teams like you did in college. Like, Deebo Samuel is a guy that's going to get out there and just get it done. Like against the Cowboys, not last year, but the year before when they played in Dallas, and he told the coach, just toss it to me. Just toss it to me, and I'll do the rest. And he tossed it, had Trenton and boys pulling, and Deebo made it happen. So for me, I know that you can't teach speed. I'm a fast guy. I like to think I'm a fast guy myself. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I respect Waddle. I like it. But if you ask me who I want on a real football field on my team, give me Deebo Samuel 100 times out of 100 because he got that dog in him, and he going to raise the level of everybody else on the team. And he comes out to one of the dopest songs that was made in the past, 3 years.
Yeah.
You can't hate on the super gremlin, and he played like a super gremlin.
Yeah, but he ain't no Waddle.
See, the thing about with me is that I love versatility on a football team. I think that is a very valuable trait that you can have. But speed is a killer. You know.
Can I ask you a question?
It's like gold. What's up, bro?
It is, and while Waddle has a more pronounced route tree, what does it matter? And this is not me saying what it matter. I'm asking a question like, what does it matter to you, Sterling and Boogie? Let's say there's 9 routes on the route tree, right? Waddle got all 9. Okay. Let's say that Deebo got 6, but his 6 crisp. You're not touching them, which you're not, because you're right. Waddle does have a better route tree, but the ones that Deebo runs for his offense, crosser, in route, dig, slant, what you doing with that with him? Nothing. Now you're going to see him run a lot of post corners and things like that? No, but he don't need to. So my main thing is, to me, when I look at it is, at the end of the game, and this may be unfair, and y'all could check me if it's unfair because Tyreek plays for the team, but at the end of the game, who you throwing the ball to? Like, this is how I judge him. Who do you expect to go up against 2 DBs and come down with it? Like, I'm taking this bitch. Then again, y'all's guys walking away from everybody. But still, that's what I'm thinking about is you got to look down the barrel of a gun. You got to catch it. 3rd and 8. Who's making that catch?
Because this is what I look at it. You put Jalen Waddle in open field, he's gone.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it's called.
Yeah.
Is Deebo not gone?
No.
He could be gone too. He
could be. Now, we're not talking about is he faster. I'm saying, isn't he gone too? Because, I mean, at a certain point, one of them's going to be 3 to 5 yards away from the defender.
I want y'all to know,
and the other's 20.
This is basically y'all trying to convince me because I'm really on the fence here. So,
okay, let's go, Sterling. Let's go. Who can give Boogie to choose? Like, hey, Boogie. All right, Sterling, give your point again.
Okay, so Waddle averages 18.1 yards per catch last season.
Oh, okay,
that's 1st in the league. Okay, Waddle also is one of the top receivers in separation per reception. Okay. So not only is he fast, but his route running and the way he separates from DBs, you can't argue with that. Like that to me, they both have trash quarterbacks.
Route separation is very important.
Route separation is huge.
He hit me with that one.
Yeah, I wasn't
goddamn draft shit.
No, I like Deebo, but I'm just saying, like, Waddle's that dude. Like, not only because you get a lot of fast dudes, right? Like, we've seen fast dudes come into the league and they don't do shit.
John Ross.
Yeah, but you got a guy that's fast, and he separates, and he's efficient. So to me, I mean, you really can't argue with that.
So I don't have his win rate against, you know what I'm saying? What I can tell you though is that you're looking at a guy. Let me get his regular season. There you go. You're looking at a guy that has over what? Let's see, like, what's it say? 20. He's got 20. Wait, that's not right. Anyways, let me just. I'm not even gonna. I'm gonna do this, Boogie. The rate. I'm not gonna use numbers and all that type of shit. because I have a lot of them. No, I have a lot of them in front of me, but y'all know I don't like to use time, and Debo's been doing it a little bit longer. You know what I'm saying? So like, but I will say this because he's got more All Pros and more Pro Bowls and things like that, and I can get into that. But Waddle's still making his way. One thing I'm gonna tell you about this is, again, you can have your separation and you can have those stats. But what I'm gonna tell you is this: the guy I'm telling you not only is going to be able to do the same things that Waddle can do at a lesser speed because you can't tackle him.
At a lesser speed.
Because you can't. No, but that doesn't mean he's slow.
No, I'm not saying Debo is slow.
No, like peep, like I was saying, like, so if the difference is when Waddle breaks, he gonna be like 10 to 15 yards away from his opponent, right? When Debo breaks, he's still gonna break. He's just gonna be 3 to 5. So like, if I'm getting 7, I'm getting 7. Here's the difference, though, to me. When you get in a pinch and you need something to happen on your team, you cannot give the ball to Waddle like you could just give the ball to Debo. To me, Debo is a football player. What did you say? Waddle is a wide receiver. He could do all the things that the wide receiver could do. Debo could do all that too. He got a max deal when it was time to get the kind of deal he needed from San Francisco as well. And he was the best player going in before they had Christian McCaffrey. They were handing him the ball. We're talking about end arounds, reverses. Hell, they was lining him up wildcat. Just give Debo the ball. So if you're telling me I got a guy that I could just give the ball to, I don't need shit else. I can hike it to him. And he can line up anywhere. He can line up in the slot. He can line up outside. He can line up inside. And like I said, he's not finna beat nobody with a 9 route most of the time. He can because he's got that ability, but that's not going to be the main thing he goes to, but he can. Now, can I ask you this? Are you trusting Jalen Waddle to catch an in route across the middle, 3rd and 8?
Yeah.
With the DB looming?
So check this out.
Or let me ask you this: not do you trust him? Because I don't want to shit on Waddle.
No.
Who would you rather have in that situation? Would you rather have Jalen Waddle going across the middle, or would you rather have Debo Samuel going across the middle?
I take Waddle.
Going across the middle.
Yeah, like okay, I'll give you Debo is probably tougher at the catch point. Sure.
Not only tougher, but he's gonna make that first guy.
Waddle doesn't have to do all that extra work because he's faster than everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, but you say
look at this.
It's extra work, but it's crazy work.
No, listen. Statistically, did you know Debo has only had 1 1,000-yard season?
But he ran the ball too, so let's put them together.
Okay, yeah. That's okay, so
how many rushing yards Waddle got?
Waddle's a real wide receiver. He doesn't run the ball.
No. He was a real wide receiver. No, he was a real wide receiver. I'm saying my guy is in the.
Debo has 12 touchdowns in his career.
Okay,
Waddle has 14.
Debo's a top 10 running back and a top 10 wide receiver.
No, he's not. He's not a top 10 running back. No.
Name 10 running backs better than Debo Samuel.
Are we serious right now?
I'm serious right now. Name 10 running backs that y'all forget. Before he had Christian McCaffrey, he was the running back. Wilson and them got carries, but he was the dude breaking them hoes. Like,
I don't know about him being a top 10 running back.
I mean, he's got chops, but he ain't a top 10 running back.
Debo Samuel, if you want to talk about, what was that year, 2021? Debo Samuel was a top 10 running back and a top 10 receiver. Playing the position, you could hand him the ball. He was more dangerous. Oh, let me put it this way. He was more. Can you name 10 more guys more dangerous with the ball in their hand than him?
I mean, I think we. Okay, so hold on.
10 more,
regardless of position.
Because running backs. Because I get what y'all are saying. Because he plays receiver, so he's not going to have all of the running back stats that'll make him stack up. I'm saying if you were to have a running back line up, 10 guys in the NFL, and you had a running back there, and you were to give him the ball on a toss play, run play, Debo could outperform everybody except for 9 other guys in the league at doing that. Now, could he do it repeatedly over and over and over? No, that's why he plays receiver. But talent-wise, that's why I pick him, because he is the most versatile player in the NFL on offense.
Okay, so
all right, so
I'm
when
still
I think of
running back.
Yeah, no, when I think of running backs, I'll throw some guys out. You tell me if Debo's better. Breece Hall.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna start at the bottom. Breece Hall.
I'm gonna give you your flow and count them. I'm just gonna do my fingers and count them. So
Okay.
you have one.
Travis Etienne. Jonathan Taylor. Austin Eckler. I would even throw Alvin Kamara in here.
I would say Kamara's better.
Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry. Josh Jacobs. Saquon. Christian McCaffrey.
I disagree with ETN, but go ahead. I'll give you Eckler because Eckler got
Okay, so he's
but
probably better than Eckler in terms of okay.
No. I'm saying I give you Eckler because he's just produced. ETN is cold, but if you were to tell me I could have a full-time Debo and he wouldn't get hurt, and I could put him back there, I would take him over ETN.
Okay. I mean,
100%. 100%.
I don't know, player.
100%. 100%.
I don't know,
100%.
man. Why?
But like, okay, because I think the reason why you say I don't know is because, as I said, the parameters I'm sitting it in is if I had a guy just to give the ball to, not the consistency factor and the weight change he'd have to go through to be a running back. I'm talking about at the running back position, if you were to say Hut and toss a guy the ball, there ain't 10 guys that could do more with it than Debo. And at the same time, this is just my opinion, and at the same time, there ain't 10 motherfuckers that can go out there and line up wide of the numbers, inside of the numbers, left or right side of the field and get open.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to say, and this is my pick, and then we're going to have to go to the NFL. If I'm looking for a receiver, I got to go with Jalen. But if I'm looking for a football player, I will go with Debo.
You fencing motherfucker. You sitting on the fence, damn it.
Sorry,
you,
bro.
you got... Yeah, you gotta choose. You gotta choose, man.
Okay, if I have to, like,
yes, you have to. Sterling, put the gun up. yes, gun to your head. You gotta choose.
If I had to choose, I have to say I gotta go Debo. I gotta go Debo.
Dog. It's the dog.
It's not the dog. It's the versatility. It's the fact that I know that I'll get production from multiple positions, and that's just a thing that I like. I love that, and which like y'all about to see when I start playing Madden, I'm gonna get a bunch of people that can play multiple positions, and that's how I like playing. It's just because you never know, and that's why I like to play in NCAA. I always get the athletes. You always recruit the athletes.
I can't wait to we can get into that. Boy, that sushi
Shit.
league gonna go.
Ooh, that sushi crazy. Good, boy. Ooh, that's gonna be some good sushi. But yeah, I can't wait for the NCAA football.
That was a good ass either or. Good. That was
good.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one.
Even though I was right, it's all good.
Look.
Noah Lyles thinks he's right too, Sterling.
Yeah.
So, people are allowed to believe what they want to believe.
All right, yeah. So let's get to.
Hold on. I want to say I saw Rodney in there. We got Rodney in the fantasy, right?
Yeah.
Bet.
We twisted his arm in our PM.
Rodney, I know you still watching. Are you gonna catch this? We gonna have a tournament with everybody from PS5 and Sports Sushi. We gonna all get together. We have a tournament. You got to be up in that mug too, man.
All right, so let's go ahead and get on to the NFL.
Chris, I'm gonna make you cry.
He's gonna make you cry. All right, so let's talk about the NFL. So a trade went down last week that pretty much caught me off guard. I was actually surprised to see that. I wasn't surprised to see that Trey Lance got traded, but I was surprised to see where he got traded to. The Dallas Cowboys acquired Trey Lance for a 4th-round pick, the former 2nd overall. Was he the 2nd overall or the 1st? I can't remember. Oh,
wait,
Trey Lance?
He was the third. Third or fourth. I remember it was him and Mac Jones, and it was the 3rd or
4th. So top 5 pick. This is called, top 5 pick. Went to the Dallas Cowboys to back up Dak Prescott, and I already know where a couple of the thoughts. Couple of thoughts went to where some people were like, Dak's going to be out the whatchamacallit, but I don't believe that. I think Dak's fine. I know Russ thinks Dak's fine. Sterling,
I got my thoughts.
I really don't want what you think, Sterling, because the first person that popped in my head was Sterling, and we talked about this. The media, they'll definitely push an agenda. I'll tell you that much.
for sure.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
they're definitely pushing an agenda. And so Sterling, what are your thoughts whenever this trade went
Um, I thought my first thing was like, I wonder what Russ is thinking right now. That was my first initial thought, but I guess it's good for him, man, to get a change of scenery. I don't Dak's job is not in question or not in jeopardy or nothing like that. But what I do think is that they're gonna take a guy with high upside, with physical traits and tools, and they're gonna get him in the building, and they're gonna see if they can mold him into a playing quarterback. Um, I think that being over in San Francisco, he's kind of like the Mad Hatter of offense. You know what I'm saying? Shanahan. And I think sometimes you do things and like, why does shit got to be so hard? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like just give him easy dunks, easy looks, easy wins, and let this guy develop. You can't every quarterback, you can't develop them the same way. And so maybe the way Shanahan was trying to deploy him just wasn't working. And I think part of it was the injury, but I also think that like when he was at North Dakota State, like it was a one read offense, and he's got to groom and get better. Also, the human element takes place too. So like the mental side of things, when you got a young quarterback, he's still extremely young. So I think you put him in Dallas. First of all, you're pairing him with one of the best leaders in the NFL in Dak Prescott. And that's not just me. That's what people say about him in circles. So Dak is the kind of guy that, even though he may not have that dog in him, Dak is the kind of guy that's going to like take you by the hand and be like, look, this is what I did. This is what you can do. So I think it's a win-win for the Cowboys. It's a win for Lance, and maybe he can get a shot down the road. Because I think Dak got 2 years in him till we see like you either piss or get off the pot. Like he got 2 years, and if you can't get the Cowboys over the hump, well, now we got a quarterback that we've been sitting here grooming, and here we go. So I think it's an A+ move for the Cowboys. The Bills were in on it too, a couple other teams, but I think the best position for him was with the Cowboys.
Yeah, now I'm gonna piggyback that a little bit. When I first saw it, well, okay, I have to tell you something funny I saw. I mean, I heard. Okay, so my dad, who is like me, when he heard the trade news, his response was, "Can that nigga run the ball?" Because he said because Tony Pollard ain't finna run with the tackles. So the first sentiment from a lot of Cowboys fans of older descent is that. But I just thought that was funny that my pop said that shit. So that was funny. But my first thought process was a lot like what Sterling said. I didn't even have the whole like what is Dak gonna do. My whole thought process was this: if I'm the GM of the Dallas Cowboys, and I expect good things from Dak Prescott, I expect Dak Prescott to perform at a very high level. I'm not going to be able to draft a quarterback at this spot. This guy is unproven. No one knows if he's good or bad. He beat out Brock Purdy for the starting job last year. He broke his ankle, though. Then Brock Purdy came in. And what happens in football when a guy doesn't get hurt? He keeps the spot. You know what I'm saying? Like when a guy gets hurt, someone comes in and performs, they normally keep the spot. And the other guy got to find somewhere else to go. That's normally how football works. So I think that was a part of it with Trey Lance. I think that he's in a proper position, like you said, Sterling, to learn under Dak. But I think for the most part, it's the Cowboys saying, look, guys, everybody looks at this with a negative hat on their head and look at it with a team building hat on your head. I, as a GM, believe that I built a team good enough to win a Super Bowl, multiple Super Bowls. Even if people think that we're crazy, that's what the GM is thinking. If I'm thinking that, then I'm also thinking I ain't going to be able to draft a quarterback in the next 2-3 years. Like, so I'm not going to be able to do that. This team basically is telling everybody, which Kyle Shanahan came out and said, but the way the media works and the way people work, it's like Kyle Shanahan could come out and say, I'm not saying Trey Lance can't play. I'm saying we like Brock Purdy better. All the information that you get is that their offensive coordinator and the whole offensive group, the coaches wise, loves Brock Purdy. I'm not going to be mad at Brock Purdy for being the guy that the team loves. So if they like him and they make their choice, that's their right. He went to the NFC Championship. So that's their right to make that choice. So when the Cowboys snag him, I don't think of it as a negative. I think of it like you, Sterling, like the Cowboys have a chance to roll the dice. And if they crap out, let's say in 2 years, Dak's out. He gets to start. If the motherfucker goes to the NFC Championship or to the playoffs, we win. If he loses, we get the best quarterback that's available out the draft. So it's the Cowboys really saying that we're playing both sides. We're hedging our bet. No matter what happens, we'll be good. Because if he's awesome, we'll be awesome. If he sucks, we're going to draft the best guy available. What are you mad about? And this whole thing about like Dak and that's stupid. The only way he's going to get in the game is if Dak gets hurt. And if Dak does get hurt, hell, again, here's your shot, young man. If you suck, we get Caleb.
You still got Cooper Rush, right?
We got Cooper Rush. We let Will Grier go. And I think Cooper Rush is number 2.
Yeah. You know who else should have picked him up? The Giants.
I was thinking the Vikings.
The Vikings is another good squad.
You talking about Trey? You talking about Trey?
Yeah.
You talking about Trey, right?
Yeah, the Trey Lance. The reason why I say the Giants is because that whole coaching staff that developed Josh Allen is with the Giants. And similar traits. Like they can work with that. Brian Daboll, what he did with Josh Allen was incredible.
But I saw an interview with Josh Allen today. Shout out Pat McAfee. You doing your thing. I saw the interview today where he had with Josh Allen where he was talking about he basically, Trey Lance and it was Trey Lance. No, Trey Lance is the same agent, and Anthony Richardson is doing the same biometrics that he did too.
Oh, nice.
So like, yeah. So like, I think that I'm a big believer in you don't give up on talent. Yeah, you lose your job this way, but you don't give up on talent until it shows you. Now, different people will tell you when it showed them,
right?
But I can't sit here and say Trey Lance is a bust just yet. I really look at it as, and I can't hate on San Francisco for this because I think Kyle Shanahan said this in an interview. His offensive coordinator was like, I like Brock Purdy. Like, I want Brock Purdy. And he said he came to us late in the draft. We drafted him. And the motherfucker made the NFC Championship. So what are you going to do? The guy that your offensive coordinator, guru guy, loves, got picked and performed. The other guy's not going to stand a chance.
Right.
And that's just not going to happen. So I think that Trey's just got to make the most of his opportunity, but I don't think it's a bad trade. I think the Cowboys made a great trade, but I do think they need to do something about running back. I know this is off topic, but they need to go get Jonathan Taylor, or they need to go get a running back that can run between the tackles because we have a Ferrari in Pollard, and you don't drive Ferraris on weekdays.
All right, so about the Jonathan Taylor thing, I just read that they said that they're not trading him. I think eventually he'll get traded because the relationship is still kind of.
They just fucked that whole thing up.
It's the most Colts thing to do, but I mean, hey.
Honestly, it's the most Colts thing to do, but it's the most NFL thing to do.
Yeah.
It's the classic dick measuring contest. Like it really is. Like you got the guy, the player that's basically saying like trade me because I don't want to be here, and the team basically is saying fuck you, you're good.
Yeah, and we're gonna keep you here until we get this.
Till you play. Till you play.
Or they play. Or they pay this unreasonable price that we're offering.
Yeah, which I hope that I always would love to see two things: a competitive tax in basketball that where if you're losing for more than 3 years, we're taking money and picks, and in football, I would love to see them fix this. But go ahead.
All right, we're running behind, so let's go ahead and get on to Sterling's power rankings.
Let's go.
And we went ahead and close the show up.
All right, let's go on and do this thing. So this is the last week where I'm going to say the power rankings are just kind of meh because there ain't no real football happening right now. But without further ado, here we go. So at number 10, okay, I have the New Orleans Saints.
Hi, yeah, motherfucker.
Yes, the New Orleans Saints. I'm going to tell you why I got the Saints here. So they got the easiest schedule in the NFL. Okay. And their projected win total is like 9.35 is their projected win total. Okay. You bring over Derek Carr. Chris Olave in another year. We know the Saints they're going to be formidable on defense, good to formidable, right? In a weak conference, in a weak division, that warrants top 10. I think they're on the cusp of top 10. They're number 10, and I think if they, we'll see what Jamal Williams can help them do in the backfield. Kamara gets back and all that stuff, right? Maybe short a couple of spots on the offensive line. I really do think this team can compete in the NFC, which is kind of down. It's kind of weak right now outside of the NFC East. So give me the Saints at number 10. And number 9, I got the Jaguars here. Calvin Ridley's been balling. And, people in fantasy football, people forgot how good he is, man. We talk about Jalen Waddle and route running. Hey, Calvin Ridley's that dude. I like what I've seen out of Travis Etienne. So I think this team's going to be really good. They're at number 9. Number 8, the Jets. Like, I'm going to shit on the Jets just because the Bills going to whoop their ass in 2 weeks. Okay. So I gotta put the Jets at number 8. The homer, it has to come out, right? So I got the Jets at number 8. At number 7, I got the Dolphins. I ain't gonna hate too much. Like every time I think of the Dolphins, I always wonder, when is Tua gonna get injured? Like, your offensive line is terrible, man, and it's not getting better. Taron Armstead is injured again, so I don't know how long he's gonna be out, but it worries me if you're a Dolphins fan and you got no depth there, right? So they're going to be good on defense. We know that. But how long can Tua stay in the game? At number 6, I got the Cowboys. I love the fact that they got Trey Lance. I hope they can develop him, turn him into picks, or he'd be the heir to Dak Prescott. I do think that Dak Prescott leadership thing in terms of like what his teammates think of him, if I'm the GM, it has to worry me slightly. Just because like everything in Dallas is it's your team name is the Cowboys. Like, you need alphas in there. I'm not saying Dak's not, but when you got guys punking you like that, it drops you just a hair. So I got the Cowboys at number 6. At number 5, I got the Bengals. The reason why they've kind of rose is just because Joe Burrow was back at practice today. And that's huge. So he's got 2 weeks to kind of develop that chemistry, get this offense humming. Again, we've mentioned this in weeks past, but they do have 2 new safeties, right? You got one guy, that you got from Michigan 2 years ago, draft pick, first round. And then you got your other guy over there. They got to figure out their chemistry, right? So I think the back end of that defense is kind of soft. They got a few pieces on the defensive line. We know that they're good. We know they can rush the passer, but a little left to be desired on the defense side of the ball. And the offense is going to be great. At number 4, we got the 49ers. Offensively, man, they're dope. Like, you really can't say much about Christian McCaffrey and Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle. Like, we can go on and on and on. I ain't even mentioned the offensive line. The defense is going to be good. With them, I think it's a mentality thing, right? Like, who's gonna rise up when it matters most, when the chips are down. It can't just be the coaching. I think someone on that team has to rise up and say, and carry the team on their back. And so that's what I got them number 4. Number 3, the Bills. As hard as I am on them, I got to say that, the offense for the Bills this year is going to be much improved. I don't know if you guys have been watching preseason, but Dalton Kincaid is a fucking handful. And he's opening up the middle of the field. Linebackers can't cover him. And I think that's one of the things that the Bills are missing, or have been missing the past few years. Gabe drop a lot. He probably hates my fucking guts, and I don't care. But my man had 15 drop passes last year. He's got to improve. Von Miller is out for the first 4 weeks. But I think they're going to be okay. I think they're going to be all right. Now, they did get Christian Kirksey. I think he's going to end up starting a middle linebacker, and that's why I moved them up this week. So they're at number 3. At number 2, we got the Eagles here. Jalen Carter's an animal. And, everything that if you've been listening or watching the Philadelphia Eagles this offseason, listen to what the veterans say about Jalen Carter, how he's a dog and how he's just killing folks up front. And so I think, Jordan Davis maturing into another year, I think that's going to serve huge. They got the best offensive line in the league. And Jalen Hurts, he's got to make more big boy throws. Like, I get you like to run and do all those things, but like you had 21 passing touchdowns in the week NFC. Like I need to see some improvement there. And I really can't say anything with the number one team in the league. This is the Chiefs. And until they kind of take a dip, they're going to be number one. But I am concerned about Chris Jones. He didn't get his contract. And, they're saying it might be 8 weeks until he's actually back on the team. I mean, why would you an all-pro defensive tackle, top 3 defensive tackle in the league, why would you not just give him his money? That's what I don't understand. Like, pay that man. Get your nucleus back in there, because outside of him, you really don't have top-end defense or top-end playmakers on that defense. So Chiefs, Eagles, Bills, Niners, Bengals, Cowboys, Dolphins, Jets, Jags, and the Saints cracking the top 10 for the power rankings this week.
I like that shit.
All right. So that's going to be our show for tonight. Please tune in next week. We're going to have our Sports Sushi fantasy football draft. So if you're participating, please tune in. We'll have the draft happening live next Wednesday. Also, if you want to go ahead, like and subscribe.
My bad. I was gonna say no. Go ahead and tell them, Boogie, like and subscribe. This can be said at the end. Go ahead.
Like and subscribe. Hit the bell, bitch. Follow us on social media. The show Sports Sushi, all one word, on Twitter, sports_sushi on Instagram, and Threads, or I think it's what it's called, or Twitter, X, whatever the fuck it's called now. You can find me and all these things, Sports Sushi, all these things at DJ Slow Boogie with an ID, not a Y. That's Snapchat, SoundCloud, Instagram, Twitter, and all that, X, Threads, whatever the fuck. Russ, where do you find you, brother?
All right, you already know. You can find me on IG as Big 30 The Truth. You can also find me on TikTok under the same name, or just look for Rusty Johnson. Also, Chris wanted to let y'all know, and y'all can let me know. I mean, I wanted to let you know, and Chris wanted to let you know. We're going to be putting more content on the Instagram page for Sports Sushi. So a lot of things like random thoughts from Russ J, Big 30 rants, and college football rankings, they will be done on the Sports Sushi IG. So go ahead and look for that, follow that, so we can give y'all more content that y'all enjoy. That's I forgot what else I was gonna say, so that's about it.
Kind of brain fart, dog.
Yeah, that shit just a brain shit. I was just like, damn, I totally, just blew, it's out of there. But join the fantasy. Member Big 30's big fucking fantasy party. That's gonna be daily fantasy. I'm gonna produce that every week. I'm gonna send out links. Sterling, you'll get a link to put on Twitter. Chris, you'll get a link. Boogie, you'll get a link. Everybody gets a link. Send that link out. First 20 spots to be taken will be taken. First 7 spots get the bread. There's something else that we had, but I can't fucking remember it. So
Sterling,
God bless.
Sterling, where can they find you at, dog?
What's that?
Where
can they find me?
Yeah.
Oh, at Furrow Sterling on X. I hate that shit. Steelo.on show on TikTok. I'm gonna start posting on there again, and then at BuffaloRumblers.com.
I remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, okay. So last but not least, I remember what I was gonna say. Those of you that subscribe to the show proof that you subscribe to the show, and most importantly, subscribe and join us on the live broadcast for the draft. The people that are drafting, if you join us for the live broadcast, I give you some Sports Plug merch. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. I'll give you a backpack. I'll give you a shirt. I'll give you a pair of shorts. I'll give you a pair of pants. I'll give you a pair of joggers. I'll make you a pair of swim. Whatever you want. All you got to do. Oh, wait, my bad. And there's one other caveat, because only one person getting it. At the end of the draft, you got to win the A+ draft. So whoever's number 1. You know ESPN, when you finish drafting, it gives you number 1. Yeah, I ain't giving out 12. I ain't giving out 12 of you motherfuckers free merch. Y'all thought it was a game. No, but the person who wins the draft and gets number 1 voted by the draft simulators, I'll send you some merch. May send you 2 things. You know what I'm saying? But that's a little something for you. You can get the I Am Him shirt. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple of things. What's next?
I said if I win, I want that I Am Him shirt.
Yeah, no, we got the him shirt. You got the regular left chest. We got the full front, and of course the What's Next shirts. The What's Next shorts are coming out soon, so those are gonna be some good puff print products. But yeah,
All right.
join, motherfuckers.
All right. Peace, goddamn.
Oh yeah, peace. Damn it. All right, guys.